Okay, well, good morning, you guys, and welcome to the virtual sales meeting online. We're doing this once a month for all the Coachella Valley. Last month, we gave you an overview of all the agents, the top 50 in the Coachella Valley. And you'll notice from last week, or remember from last month, last year, 24 agents in the Coachella Valley made over $1 million in commissions last year. And there were 4 that made over $2 million. It's just incredible the lifestyle that this industry can provide for a real estate agent if you want to. You guys got into it because of the flexibility that it provides, because of the connection with people that it provides. But there's also the stress and the overwhelm that it can hand to you. So we're going to kind of touch on that today, of how you can create a better quality of life in real estate, make yourself even more valuable to your clients by automating more of the busy work that you do so that you can become more people-focused. So today is going to be about artificial intelligence. I'm going to move through this really fast, not necessarily meant to be a step-by-step instruction in how to do AI, because that information is out there. It's intended to be a higher level coaching session to help you to cut through all the clutter. Everybody's trying to sell you AI. Every coach out there wants to be the first at this. Every provider out there wants to sell you another program. And it'll be important for you to understand what really matters, what really makes a difference. I'll tell you about some agents that are already using AI, and it helps them beat their competition. It helps them deliver a higher level of value to their clients, and it allows them to take a more human approach to how they reach people. Now, there's a lot of hype about artificial intelligence, a lot of fear. Will it replace you? The bottom line is, as I'll show you, yes, it will replace a lot of what you do. But if you do it right, it will take on the busy work and allow you to focus on more important things. So how many of you remember when the microwave was invented? And the promise was, hey, this is going to save you so much time. And it's just so convenient, and you're going to become a person of leisure because you don't have to labor over things in the kitchen. It fixes things for you instantly. Do you remember that? I'm not sure exactly what year it was. How about this one? Do you remember these phones? This is the mobile phone. It's like a brick, and we lug these things around, and that's what the mobile phone looked like then. Now it's a massive computer in your hand. And maybe you remember this. This is a 286 IBM computer with a floppy disk. And all of these advances in technology promise to make our lives easier. Did they? I don't know. But here's what ended up happening, is that every development in technology has saved us time. However, we filled that time with other things. And so what happens now is we live 12 lives. So if you're often feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, scattered, going a lot of different directions, unable to focus, you're not alone. And my optimism about what's happening with artificial intelligence is that for the first time in many years, it's possible that the complexity that this information age has dumped on us, perhaps we can lift that off of human beings so they can become more human again. Artificial intelligence is not about being tech savvy. It's quite the opposite. It is, instead of learning more about technology, it's more about making technology something that serves you instead of us serving technology. And I have to say, in a lot of ways, we've become slaves to technology. Some people fear that AI would have the same kind of characteristics, but I think there are ways that you can use it to your advantage. So a lot of speculation about whether AI will replace agents. There's a lot of speculation that AI will replace a lot of our workforce. People who do anything that has to do with writing, AI writes better. In the medical profession, the legal profession, a lot of employees are looking at what AI can do and wondering, well, then what happens to me? My point is, if you do it properly, it makes you more valuable. But if you don't embrace it, it does replace you. And for agents, I would say that AI will not replace agents, but agents with AI will replace agents without AI. I mean, can you imagine being a real estate agent today and still refusing to use email, for example? It's something that has complicated our lives, but it also has created convenience. Real estate has become a technology-based business. My passion as a technology guy and as a social media guy is to say, let's make real estate a human-based business again, a face-to-face business again, and get agents away from computer and technology. Let's set up AI and automation to take on all the administrative tasks and the technology tasks and the information broker tasks that keep you overwhelmed and get you back to being face-to-face with people again. So I've been working with our agents a lot on set it and forget it systems, automated marketing, automated technology, automated everything you can in your business so that you can focus on the more important things. That's what we're talking about today. So the fact is, you already have been replaced by AI in many ways. Remember when Zillow came along? Before Zillow, you had to go to a real estate agent to find properties. There were no photos online. You had to go to a real estate agent, and real estate agents were very proud of being able to help you find just the right home. In those days, we did broker caravans because agents had to preview homes constantly. It's the only way you could see what was in there. And then Zillow came along and everybody thought this is going to wipe out real estate agents. But what happened is that as home search has surged, all of a sudden, agents are realizing, you know what? Buyers can find the homes they're looking for by themselves, often, even before you do. It doesn't make you less valuable. It makes you more valuable as a trusted advisor. Same thing with home valuations. As frustrated as we are with that, if you go to talk to a seller about listing their home, they're going to claim to know how much it's worth, regardless of what you say. And you find yourself in an argument about what AI is saying about their home's value. Does that make you less valuable? No, it makes you more valuable as a local expert who's been in those homes, that knows more about the market conditions from an experiential standpoint instead of just comps. We talked about it this week. Home values are not based on comps. They are based on what a ready, willing, and able buyer is willing to pay. And you and I know that the condition of the property and the emotional appeal that it has makes a huge difference. So we've already been replaced by AI in a lot of ways. When you fly on an airplane, the pilot is not flying the airplane. AI is. The pilot is supervising all of that technology. My wife went and had a surgery a couple of years ago, and there were 3 incisions, 3 different ways the doctor went in to do that surgery. 2 of those were done by AI. One of them was the surgeon physically manipulating the surgical device. The 2 that were done by AI were more accurate, more precise, less intrusive, less pain, and recovered more quickly. The one handled by the doctor's shaky hand created more damage and took longer to heal and was more painful. So there are a lot of ways that AI has already replaced professionals in many ways. So here's my point, and I posted this as kind of a rant this week. Yes, artificial intelligence will be smarter than you are and more efficient. So be it. Focus on what makes you human. The human part can't be replaced and will grow as, I can't see my, will become more valuable as AI grows. Be a trusted advisor, a caring friend, a nurturing parent, a wise counselor. Be a living, breathing soul with a heart, passion, and a guiding set of values. If AI can take on the information delivery part of your job and some of the busy work, perhaps that will free you up to focus more on what's always really been important. You are a divine creation. AI is a human creation. Lean into the divine that has been crowded out by the information age and be a better human. There's not a bot for that. So this I find myself talking about a lot these days. If you want to be a better agent, don't go to another class. If you want to be a better agent, be a better human being. As you talk to real estate agents, you find some of the best and some of the worst people in the world. But the top agents, you'll find that sometimes they're some of the best people you would ever meet. The pressure of this job can cause you to become better or bitter. And this is a time for people to lean into being a better human and that part of your job more than ever before. As consumers are finding that there are online tools, technology, and information that they used to only be able to get from a real estate agent, it's not making you less value. What's more valuable to them than ever before is a trusted advisor. As a real estate agent, that's the part of your job to lean into. That's the part of your job where you actually earn your commission. Maybe they think whoever helps them find the home first is going to be their agent. But you and I both know it only begins when you find a home. So this is your new role. But you've got to somehow offload all of the busy work so that you can be what you know is a better life purpose for you. So think about this. Anybody on here, write in the chat. Do you ever have problems with the agent on the other side of your transaction? Isn't it like the worst nightmare? Often with you guys, you're the only professional in the transaction. There is drama. There is ego. When your listing goes on the market and there's multiple offers, all of the agents are just wonderful, professional, kind. Please accept my offer. And then as soon as you accept their offer, boom, personality change. And you realize, wow. And you run into all this drama. So think about it. What if the agent on the other side of the transaction was an AI bot? Think about the difference that would make. So hold on just a second here. So if the agent on the other side was an AI bot, the bot would know the contract word for word, completely memorized, every contract, every document, brilliant knowledge of the contract. I have an AI bot that has already memorized the entire contract, word for word, and he can respond to any paragraph at any time, 24/7. That's the next thing is with that agent, you would get immediate response at all times, 24/7. You call an agent and they start ghosting you, not if it's a bot. Never forgets anything. So timelines, contingency removal, in fact, even reminders in advance, probably reaching out to you just to make sure everybody's reminded about timelines. With the bot, no drama, no ego, just factual, strict about timelines with reminders and contingency removal dates, all of that. Completely professional and thorough communication on every issue. No dramatic emails, no whining and complaining, just factual information. So does that give you an idea of how maybe it would be a good idea for AI to replace some agents that are out there, and that there are some ways that maybe an AI bot could perform at a higher and more professional level than a lot of agents that you've experienced in this business? That gives you an idea. Now, behind the scenes, on the transaction, awesome. But you and I both know nobody wants to do business with an AI bot. So what we're talking about here is the agent-facing side of our business, not the public-facing side. So as we talk about some of the ways you can use AI today, it's about how you can improve your own efficiency and communication. So I'll show you some tools. This is pretty much kind of for fun, because a lot of this I don't want you to take too seriously today. I'm going to give you some things that you can play with, maybe like I do at 2 o'clock in the morning when you can't sleep. But I want you to start playing with some of this just so you can kind of see its potential. Its potential has not been reached yet. but it does give you an idea where things are headed. Already, I can create a bot that's a clone of me, and it will clone my voice. It becomes what the internet would call a deep fake, and it would be able to respond to questions. It would be able to teach and instruct. In fact, it's kind of hard to tell whether I'm me this morning or a bot, but the way technology is, I could be. But a lot of the communication, education, market updates, the transfer of information can be done in automated intelligence form. So take a look at Synthesia. This is free, and with it you can create your own bot. And here's Mott. That's my name, Tom, spelled backwards. Bot, get it? And I'll just show you what he can do. With Mott, I can choose the avatar that I want. I can do this video in 17 different languages. I can change his accent. I can have him take a friendly tone, or a professional tone, or an angry tone, or a humorous tone. I can control the tone, the avatar, male, female, no matter whatever it is, or I can use my own, where this would be me. And then what I'm able to do is I can write, and what he says is what I've written. Here's how that looks.
Hello, I'm Mott. That's right, Mott the bot. Tom Pelton asked me to alert you that this summer is a great opportunity to sell your home. Low inventory makes it a good time to sell because the less inventory there is on the market, the less competition you're likely to face from other sellers. That means your house will get more attention from the buyers looking for a home this summer. And since there are significantly more buyers in the market than there are homes for sale, you could even receive more than one offer on your house. So, with low inventory, multiple offers are on the rise again. But then, what do I know? I'm just a bot. I don't even live in a house. Call Tom Pelton for real professional advice on the housing market.
Okay, Mott, poor Mott, he has to say whatever it is I write for him, but you get the idea. So that's Synthesia. Take a look at it, create a bot. The fun part of it is you can think through and write out what you want it to say, and it says that. Chat GPT, of course, as far as agents using AI, this is by far the number one most practical, simple thing for you to use right now. Chat GPT just launched the end of last year, and already the use of it exceeds the use of social media. Just a phenomenal amount of users. It is free. And Chat GPT, just to put it simply, is something that you use anytime you have to write something. It writes better than you do. I've been writing sales copy for 30 years. Chat GPT writes better than I do. There's a science to persuasion, and Chat GPT understands that science and knows how to write copy that is irresistible to the human mind. Some of these principles I've taught and understood for years, but Chat GPT is clear on it. What agents are doing now is they're using it to write their property descriptions. Now that scares you because you think, oh, I'm gonna make mistakes. It requires a professional real estate agent to do this right. But listen, what it does is if you've been writing property descriptions for years, you've gotten stale. It helps you start from a higher place. It gives you a place to start from, and then you edit it. You can type in 3-bedroom, 4-bath home in La Quinta. It will write the entire description. You can add more detail and more specifics if you want to, or write your description first and then ask Chat GPT to rewrite your description, and you'll find out that it's better. So it gives you a place to start from. Also, agents are starting to use it to rewrite their bio. So typically agents, when they write their bio, it's me. Chat GPT knows that real persuasion is about you. So a lot of times it will turn around those me statements into how that benefits the reader. Things like that make all the difference. So just give it a try. Grab your bio as it is, paste it into Chat GPT with the prompt, rewrite this bio, or please rewrite this for me, and see what it comes up with. You'll be amazed. And then emails are a huge opportunity. So often you're writing emails And with ChatGPT, before you click send, copy what you've written, paste it into ChatGPT, and see if it doesn't have to be even better. Last week, I got a long complaint email about one of my agents. And of course, that makes me feel, especially this one, because they were complaining that in an email, he didn't use a proper salutation and that there were misspellings in his email. This is one of those kinds of people who just went on and on for paragraphs and paragraphs about how terrible and unprofessional this agent was. And of course, I wanted to fire off a real quick FU email. Then I calmed down and I thought of a couple of sentences just to kind of move on. But then I thought, I'm going to give this a try with ChatGPT. So I copied that complaint email, pasted it into ChatGPT, and asked it to write a response to this complaint email. And it wrote the most beautiful. HR would love this email. And it so put out the fire and appeased this person who was upset. Without my ego being all angry and dramatic about it, it completely silenced and ended the whole situation. So try ChatGPT on your emails. When you're in a transaction and you're with an agent and you start firing those emails back and forth, they become full of drama and agenda and personality and ego. Stop, paste it into ChatGPT and see if it doesn't write something that's more professional, kind and courteous than you could have been in that moment. Same thing with sellers. If you're writing a long email to sellers, first of all, those should be conversations. But I know you guys hide behind email a lot, especially when things get confrontational. But see if ChatGPT won't help you with that. Yesterday, I was talking with an agent who was spending thousands on lead generation and not getting a lot of response from her leads. So she had ChatGPT write a response to her leads. And she sent that to a few of her leads, and suddenly she got response from leads that she never had gotten a response from before. For whatever reason, it was a different tone of voice, or it was the science of sales and persuasion that ChatGPT has a very keen understanding of. For social media posts and ads, I've written these for years. I thought I was pretty good at it. But I've gotten to where if I'm writing sales copy, I'll write my sales copy and then I'll copy it, paste it into ChatGPT, and it does a job that's 1,000% better than what I wrote. It adds in the emojis, it adds in the paragraphs, it adds in the fun, it adds in what needs to be there in social media. So you just, whatever it is, sales copy you're going to post, if you're going to post a listing, hey, come see my listing at blah, 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 blah. Take what you write, post it into ChatGPT, and you'll find it writing copy that's far more persuasive. In most cases, it'll start talking about the lifestyle your listing offers, the things people really want, and not just bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage. So ChatGPT is your number one focus coming out of this because you can use it. It's free, it's simple, it's just copy and paste. There are coaches and companies that will sell you what's called ChatGPT prompts. Might be helpful, but you're kind of tweaking things there a little too much. Start simple and keep it simple. So here's what ChatGPT looks like. You can see there's a box at the bottom. I don't know when you first discovered Google. That was a life-changing moment for many people, that you could suddenly find the answer to anything online. ChatGPT takes it to a different level. So you're not typing in search. You're typing in, asking for it to do work for you, or to answer questions for you, or to create content for you. Here's one. It's called tryiton.com or tryiton.ai, I forget which one. So this one will help you with your headshot. So with this one, you just log on. Each time you do a project like this, it costs $17. So it cost me $17 to do this. I'm going to go get a headshot, professional photo studio. You know what that costs. So with this one, I just log on to Try It On, and I find 10 photos in my phone. These were all in my phone. It uploads those to Try It On, and then Try It On improves those and turns them into professional studio photos. So here's how it turned these photos into this AI created image of me. So, wow, suddenly, gosh, it makes me look better, but they're professional images instead of just off the iPhone. Also gives you lots of different, there's the professional, there's the suit, more informal, lots of different options. You have to be kind of careful because look at the one here. Let's see, the top row all the way over to the right has an extra finger. AI has a hard time with fingers and with teeth. You'll end up with extra teeth sometimes. And sometimes you'll have an eye that's going off this way. But it'll create about 100 different options for you to choose from. That's try it on. These are all AI generated images of me. And then for us, Listing Concierge is an AI-based program. So with Listing Concierge, you enter the address for your listing. They send out a photographer. It's all the photoshopping is done overnight. And a lot of different things can be done there with virtual staging and virtual twilight photography that's often better than real twilight photography because of the way shadows are handled. A lot of incredible things that you can do there. But in this package, all of the marketing is created for the agent, so the agent doesn't have to spend their time trying to do the just listed, the just sold. It's all automatically done for you. The agent is still in control. Now here's YouTube. We just started with YouTube. We're doing commercials, and most agents are creating videos that nobody sees. I'm seeing agents that maximum, they'll spend all this money on a video and maybe 125 people will see it. So what we're doing is buying ads, and those ads are not just put out there. By artificial intelligence, AI, we're identifying people whose online behavior indicates they're looking for homes. That's who we're targeting. And we're putting the commercials at the beginning of videos that they're looking at that are about real estate and buying a home. So with these, we're getting anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 views, and a view is only somebody who watched it all the way through. So when they click on that, or when they click on the social media ads, it captures their information, sends it to the agent, so the agent can immediately follow up, or so that their AI is triggered and immediately follows up, so there's no time delay. So, and then we do our social media ads with this as well. Again, targeted only to people that are searching for homes. So it's pre-qualified, targeted people with an ad that fits the kind of home they're looking for. In fact, once someone clicks on a home, now as they browse the internet, we know what kind of home they're interested in, city, price range, and we can start serving to them in their social news feed, or if they're on CNN or if they're on ESPN, they start seeing properties that would be of interest to them. So that's Listing Concierge. With it, we've been able to geofence the entire valley. So now with all of our listings across the Coachella Valley are set up with artificial intelligence through Listing Concierge, so that anybody anywhere in the world, if they start searching homes for sale or real estate in Coachella Valley, we're going to be able to not intercept them, but recognize that and serve to them our information about the listings they're looking for and about the agent. So I want you to think about for a minute of the kind of competition you're already starting to face. Because I've seen some of our agents who are already using AI, using this as a competitive advantage on listing agreements or on listing appointments to disqualify other agents who are not up to speed on this. So think about it. This would be from my listing presentation. And I would say to a seller, there's some advantages of listing with an AI enhanced agent. Number one, all buyer inquiries and showing requests for your home get immediate response. So that can be with if this, then that technology, whatever it is. So there's no waiting to get information about your listing. Anybody that inquires, agents or buyers, they get immediate response. If I'm in a meeting, it happens without me. I make sure that they're getting information right away. And I'm capturing their information so that I can follow up. And even if I fail to follow up, I have systems in place to make sure the follow-up happens. So no mistakes there. Next, property descriptions are AI enhanced for maximum appeal. Listing photos and videos are AI enhanced for dramatic effect. Virtual staging helps buyers see the potential of a home. Next, AI targeted marketing to qualified buyers identified as looking for homes in your area. So I'm not just a pray and spray type agent wasting money on ego-based marketing. Look how great I am. I am targeting and trying to find you the best buyers for your home. Next, continuous remarketing of your listing for ongoing promotion and exposure to interested buyers by advanced AI enhanced techniques. So anybody that expresses interest in your property, even if it's just by clicking on it, I'm going to be following up and I'm going to be remarketing your property to keep it in front of them as their situation changes, or perhaps as your price changes, or perhaps as properties they missed out on. I want to stay in front of them. And I do that personally, but I also make sure that it never falls through the cracks. Next, targeted open house invitations and ads to buyers matching specific criteria of your property. Most agents put out a few open house signs, show up at the last minute, and put some cookies out there. With me, I'm reaching thousands of people, not just coming to open houses in the neighborhood, but what about all the snowbirds outside the area that can't be here for the open house? I provide virtual open house for them to be a part of it as well. Next, your home sells faster and for more money due to faster response times and increased exposure to more buyers. Without me, you'll never know how much you could have got for your house, because the buyer that would have paid the most may never have been reached. With me, with artificial intelligence, I'm able to do 100 times more for you than an agent that's really just trying to pull it off by themselves. You get it? That's the difference that it can make in the increased value that you provide to a client. So coming down to the end here, because I want to try to keep this short and just give you a quick overview. As a coach, this is what I'm teaching my agents, that AI is part of the challenge of controlling your time. That in real estate, you can spend money to get business, or you're investing time to get business. Not all time is created equal. A time, I use ABC, A time is income producing activities, high value activities, being into A as advisor to your clients. B time is anything that gets you into A time, marketing, prospecting, appointment setting. C time is everything else. Studies in real estate show that most agents spend 80% of their time in C time, administrative, trying to prove their value by how much they know and how well they organize the transaction. A lot of agents have found you can pay somebody $20 an hour to do that. C time is $20 an hour work. A time is about $5,000 an hour work. So not all time is created equal. So what we're going for with AI is to get you to where you're able to spend more time in A time and you're able to automate more of B and C time. That makes you more valuable. So all of us know that consistency is the key. And over the next few weeks, I'll be doing several things to help you become more consistent in real estate, because you're on this roller coaster. And a lot of it is because you get in escrow, you're very busy, you can't do anything on the left side of the screen. That all goes on hold while you're busy. Then all of your business closes, and suddenly you have no business. So what we're going for with AI and with the coaching and training that I'm doing with agents and with you guys today is I want to get you to where these parts of your business are consistent. The only way they become consistent is with technology. So they have to be automated. Lead generation, you do it when you're desperate, but it doesn't happen when you're busy. Lead follow-up, again, you do it when you're hungry, and then all the leads you're spending money on sit there for months, and then you try to play catch up again. Past clients, staying in touch, you intend to, you plan to, you feel so guilty because you haven't, but you just get too busy. That has to be automated. Farming doesn't work without consistency, and agents can't be consistent. That's why we've automated our farming. And then social media, same thing. Maybe you have a few sleepless nights where you get caught up and do your social media, but what's really needed is a consistency with it. So with all of these, that's what you're going for. And this is where I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on these AI tools, but there are AI tools to help you automate and be consistent in each of these parts of your business. I want you to find them. I want you to implement them so that no matter how busy you get, your A and B type activities are always happening. So to help you with that, the next thing coming up is Best Year Yet. We do this in January. You may remember this event from January at the Lakes Country Club. We're going to do it again, June 29th, right on the topics we're talking about today: becoming consistent, getting out of overwhelm, automating the busy work so that you can become more of a trusted advisor and a life coach to your clients instead of the traditional information-based agent. So this is at the Lakes, second half. You'll walk away with a business plan for the second half of the year that will keep you focused on the opportunities in the market and your highest priorities and help you move forward towards the future of real estate. So get organized, regain your focus, and have your best year yet. So that's what we're going for, guys. Our time is up, went a little bit over today, but I hope this gives you some direction, not specific training on it. You can Google it, you can find it. It's all out there. But what I wanted to give you is some specific direction to say, you're going to hear lots of threats, lots of fear, lots of paranoia about AI. They said that about the microwave. They said that about the telephone. They said that about the TV. They said it about the computer. They may have been right, but the hope that I have is that AI will kind of get you out of the technology busy work and help you return to being more human. And to do that, you can't just drop all of this other stuff, or you can't just refuse or ignore the technology, but find ways that it can enhance the value that you bring to your clients. Okay, so thank you for being on today. If you have any questions, my email, agentcoach@gmail.com. Be sure and send me your questions. I will be sending out a list of my favorite apps and that you can log on to that are free that will help you move things forward. And good luck with it. Let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you in any way. Have a great day, Coachella Valley. Bye-bye.